Good morning. You're in the back room with Becky, and it's a marvelous Monday, and we are almost to Thanksgiving, and then it's Christmas. Um, I usually have something really profound to say, and I think this relationship stuff is getting me a little bit off the mark, so do bear with me. We want to talk about the Atlanta Housewives. Last week, it was so much going on that I don't think I covered all of the girls. And what I wanted to say was like, oh, I'm so disappointed in her. Nene, okay, we're talking about the Atlanta Housewives in the back room, Becky, and it's a marvelous Monday. And here are my miserable mentions. For bad behavior, Peter Thomas and Apollo. Phaedra, you're a shit starter. Okay, last night they showed, I have never seen, or maybe just I'm not traveling in the up echelon circles, but I have never seen people just have a full-fledged after five event for a baby shower. And maybe it wasn't meant to be after five, but I'm like, okay, traditionally a baby shower takes place with your best girlfriends and your female family members, and they throw you a little luncheon or whatever, and you share some snacks, you open the gifts, you play some games, bada bing, bada boom, you out of there. These people are spending as much on a baby shower almost as you would for a wedding. And I'm looking at them saying, okay, keeping up with the Jones mentality. They talked about Phaedra and her roses in her hair and her sequin on her eyelashes and stuff, and that, oh, this was over the top. Well, if she was over the top, you was trying to get up there, Kim Zolciak. And Kim did a lot of stuff wrong and most of the other episodes, and through the first and third season. She was just, 1 minute you're homosexual, and then you want to be a country western singer, then you're going to be a pop star, then you got a wig line, and you're just Big Papa, Big Papa, Big Papa. And then you had a engagement ring, and the ring didn't mean a thing. Then you go to a dance competition, and you see this man, and nine times out of 10, it is mostly chemistry, but it's not like she got up and chased him. She made note that he had a fabulous looking behind, and then he came back and gave her his number. Speed forward, they having a baby. And are they gonna get married? Only God knows, and he ain't telling. But last night at the baby shower, the first thing, let's go back to before the baby shower, there was a conversation with Nene and Greg. I hadn't seen Greg on it. I didn't know Greg was going to continue to play a part on the show or not. They show Greg and little Brent and how this is disturbing this child. That his parents are separating and he's living in two houses. Now, Nene was quick to question Greg about whether or not he had been on any dates. But then at the same time, when he asked you, you said it's not important. So now we can't have it both ways. You either going to be all the way honest or, keep it moving. So the children are sensitive. I think that's part of what's wrong with Sheree's kids, because her relationship with her husband, how you building a house from the ground up, and I don't know. Maybe she got good credit and she gonna go in the hole for what she want. I'm not mad at you. Because I said, when I move up out of here, I'm not going to nothing worse. I'm going to something better. Speaking of going to something better, I think that's exactly what Kim Zolciak did, by changing her approach to some things. She traded up. And she got somebody that got their own money, and he's young, and he can satisfy her, and he can still make babies, and woo, you go, girl. And I think the only reason why she is so quiet and laid back is because she's pregnant. As soon as she pop that baby out, she'll be drinking her wine, smoking her cigarettes, and talking trash again. We just gonna see. Did he really change her life, or is this just, the mothering thing that goes on during pregnancy? All right, Sheree is now building a new house and talking about people, and I was like, my mother said if when people are talking about you, it's because there's not enough important stuff going on in their own life. Bam. So Sheree is, she done tossed a drink on Dave, and I don't know if that was for effect because she thought, well, I need to spice things up. And probably her agent is probably Sherry, whatever your name is. Most of y'all doctored yourselves up before you came on the show. You fight dirty. She fight dirty. When she went in on Nene the other week, she gonna go in and start talking about, I remember when you had rotten teeth in your mouth. Okay. Well, unless you was born with dental instruments in your mouth and dental insurance, those of us who have endured some hard times may need a little cosmetic surgery on the teeth area. But that was tacky. Then she made the comment, I would never do anything to it in the restaurant. But now around there in the alley, you talking now at the reunion show, I expect mass pandemonium. Now you got Apollo and Peter is funking with each other. Now you got Sheree and Nene funking with each other. And Candy seems to be slightly inappropriate with this sexual thing as far as her mother is involved. We're going to see some stuff next week with Candy. The little dress she had on, I'm like, okay, don't she have a stylist? When you go into an event like that, and unless you're going looking for a man, why you got on a micro mini with all that ass and thighs? I'm just saying. Okay. Did I leave anybody out? Cynthia Bailey. Her husband and Leon had a little conversation while she and the little girl was in there fixing the table. And her sister now, Mal, who is her only sister, Mallory, whatever. She's very outspoken about how she felt about Peter. Her and the mother hid the marriage certificate. And I was like, it's going to come. Why would you do that? And you on national TV. See, this is what blows my mind. Because y'all be talking many yards and miles of trash about the people on the show with you. And then you got to come back and sit in the room with them when they running all this footage where you done talked all this stuff. See, to me, in the hood, we be like, I'm whooping your ass on the reunion show. I'm whooping your ass when we get out of the reunion show. Because just like they said last night about the two guys, if it was something you needed to say it, out to the side. There was another better time, y'all could see it. But my whole thing is, do you think all this stuff is real? That people with that kind of money and at that age, they still acting up like that? I don't think all of y'all smoking something. And it ain't no weed, because, that weed don't make you pop off like that. Weed keep you mellow. I'm not saying from personal experience, I'm just saying that's what I heard. So, we're looking at the housewives and we're thinking to ourselves, what? Will Cynthia Bailey and Peter's relationship last, or will it have the kiss of death? Will Nene go through with the divorce, or is she just going to have her Jezebel spell? Will Sheree ever shut up about trying to say she's so tough and so hard? You look like a drag queen. Sorry, drag queens, because y'all really look hot. Sheree, I don't care how much nice clothes you put on, you are not that cute of a girl. And you got muscles like a man. But that don't mean you can whoop everybody you running up on. Nene does not want to fight everybody. Nene is frustrated with her situation. And I, for one, when I saw the promo and she said that we ended up having sex, I just want to know who. So, I think it's a pro football player. But you don't sign my name to that. I'm not sure. But I just wanted to say that the housewives is getting not like everything is not convoluted, because I don't believe, knowing what they know, that some of the things that they would do. But I'm like, they signed on for this. If Apollo and Peter get the thumping, they better bail whoever out of jail, because they set them up. And then the police just magically appeared. You don't say stuff like that to a brother that's been to the pen. Candy even knew that. Well, that's what I know. And I got work to do to get ready for the big Jingle Bell Walk Run, December 11th, the next Kansas. That's in Johnson County. And we will have an underground course. And what we did was, and we'll have a team for Kansas City's BBWs at Thickalicious Thursday. We'll have a team. We'll get some press. I know this weed was all in my mouth today for some reason. We'll get some good press, but we need physical bodies out there to represent. But if it's just me and my other goody girls and one or two of you, we still gonna get this done. We need volunteers though, and we need participants in the run. I've already registered our group. I've already registered us as volunteers, and I would love it if some of y'all would come forth and say what it is you want to do to help the Arthritis Foundation. Because sooner or later, you too will have arthritic issues. Keep living. You're in the back room with Becky. It's a marvelous Monday. We have no clouds, but you see that? We have clouds all over the sky. No sunshine to speak of. But do you see that? Okay, just checking. When I tell you the light of God is in this room, you can say I'm a little wacky if you want to. Yeah, no lymphedema today. You can actually see my neck. All right, y'all. I love you. Peace, love, and understanding as always for the people. Baby. Thank you, James.